What up, y'all? Texas Roots and Fruits. Thanks you everybody for keep subscribing. I really appreciate it. Let's get me to 500 by the end of the year. If you guys didn't see my first episode of the avocado tasting, this is the second episode of it, of the little mini taste series. Just a quick recap on the first video. I did Lula and Bumpy Cado. So if you guys haven't seen that one, check it out. The Bumpy Cado so far was my favorite avocado variety that I've tried. Still got these 5 to go. We got 2 more that are ready to eat. So today we're going to be trying the Tyler, the smallest one out of the bunch. Tyler avocado. Another really bumpy kind of skin avocado. And the Hall avocado. So I've heard of the Hall, I believe. I haven't heard of the Tyler. This one's a lot, obviously, more pear-shaped, I guess. A lot more smooth skin than the Hall, or the Tyler, excuse me. So a little bit of background. I believe the Tyler avocado originated in Puerto Rico and obviously grown in Florida now. I don't think it's as popular a variety as it used to be, just because obviously the size is pretty small. And I think the tree is kind of grows funky. So I think people, as far as the aesthetically looking trees, it's not a great one. Hall is hybrid, I believe, variety is West Indian and Guatemalan. This is like a more cold hardy variety for avocado. So just keep that in mind if you guys are interested in an avocado variety that's a little bit more cold tolerant. But yeah, so that's it. We still got 3 more. These aren't necessarily ready to eat yet, so we're gonna wait on these. But let's jump into it. So we'll go ahead and cut these open. Let's see what they look like. Should be ready. They got pretty soft. All right, it's actually really good looking. So the bumpy and the Lula were a little bit more yellow. This one, if you can't tell, it's not super yellow. It's almost like a light green in the inside compared to the other ones. The other ones are more yellow. Let's check out the Hall. So interesting, all these shapes and sizes. So yeah, look at this. You can see really the compare here of how yellow. So see that? Look how yellow that Hall is compared to the Tyler. Sorry, it's kind of hard to fit both. But yeah, you can see the difference. Very yellow and kind of like a light shaded green. Oh my gosh, seed to flesh ratio. I'd obviously have to go with the Hall, just I guess bigger. The seed's pretty big for what you get out of this Tyler avocado. But I've heard the Tyler avocado is really good tasting, so we'll see. Sometimes, the old saying was it big things come in small packages, right? So let's check it out. All right, let's cut up some slices here. Honestly, really good looking avocados, both of them. It's just crazy, like you get 2 different avocados, 2 different sizes, 2 different shapes, two different colors, the whole 9. All right, and we'll just cut that one in half. I think overall, though, that this isn't still too big. I think this is a fine size. The Hall is kind of small. It's not. I don't like I've said in the other ones, I don't like overly big avocados, but that one may be just a little bit small for, juice is worth the squeeze, so to speak. All right. So let's try the Hall first. So skin feels super easy. Let's give it a shot. Oh, let me cut this top part off. All right. Okay. Love the texture of this one. Very dense. I would say even denser than the Bumpy. Very good flavor. Very rich. It's dense, but kind of a buttery texture. I don't know why I always, maybe it's just my taste buds, but I always get a kind of like onion powder or garlic. I don't know how to explain it. Just, it's a little, I wouldn't say smoky, but just a very strong flavor, like a oniony or garlicky type flavor to me. Obviously, taste is subjective. Everybody tastes things differently. But this is a really good tasting avocado. It has a really strong taste. That might be number two favorite so far, behind the bumpy. I think the bumpy still overall has a more refined flavor, a little bit more strong. But this one's texture is better. I like the texture and the denseness of the Hall compared to the bumpy, but I'd still give the bumpy a little bit jump up from the Hall as far as taste. All right, let's try the Tyler. See the skin. Skin is not as easy to take off. Yeah, it's actually really not easy at all. So let's scoop it out. So this one's a little bit more work than the Hall, but let's try it. More like it looks like a melon color, like honeydew or something. Definitely more watery. You can see the reflection, the shine in there. See that? Definitely more watery. Nothing special on this one, to be honest yet. Let me try it again. Nothing to go home about. Yeah. It's not gross. It's not disgusting, but not one I would recommend, to be honest. For the size you get, for the seed and the flavor, not one that I would recommend if you guys see it, or if you guys have an option for a variety box. Not one I would recommend, to be honest. Still cool to try, but not anything crazy. To me, it doesn't have a lot of flavor. No, hard to even explain a flavor, to be honest. The texture is good. It's got a dense. The meat is dense, just like I would say, even a little bit more dense than the Hall. As far as chewing down, you can definitely feel the denseness of it. But the flavor itself, very mild, not a ton of flavor. The watery, I'm not big on the watery avocados. I don't think a lot of people like the watery avocados. Yeah, nothing special. And I mean, look how teeny tiny this thing is. So that's like freaking literally just a little snack. Okay, this one's a little bit shorter than the last one, which is fine. But we're going to go ahead and grade these, and then I'll tell you guys my kind of scale of wherever I kind of hold everything so far. So for the Hall, I gave the bumpy what did I give it? 8-1. Man, this is close. And I'm only grading all of these off of what I've tried. Maybe the bumpy in some people's eyes is like a 9 or something, 9-1. But right now I'm trying to grade, like, put it all in perspective of what I'm trying, because maybe down the road bumpy could get jumped up depending on, the more I try, or it could get bumped down. But right now, bumpy's at 8-1. I'm going to give this a 7-9 and maybe even an 8, because it is really good. I might have even wished I would have bumped up bumpy to like an 8-3 or something and gave this an 8-1. So it is really good. For the size too, the size is perfect. The skin peels easy. The texture. This is a really good avocado. And I don't even know much about it. I don't know if it's a popular variety. I don't know if other people like it, but it's really good. So I'm going to give this a 7-9. The Hall, man, I'm going to go like freaking 5-1. 5-1 on the Tyler. Sorry if I said Hall. This is Hall. This is Tyler. 5-1 on the Tyler. Nothing special. I thought the color was unique. You know, it's kind of that honeydew type color. But besides that, if you, you know, put in that the size and everything, it's definitely not worth it. So that's it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Quick and easy. Get yourself some Hall. So we'll go Bumpy Cotto is number 1. Hall is number 2. We'll probably, I think I said Booth 8, number 3, and Miguel, number 4, and then the Tyler, number 5. I think that's it. And honestly, Haas, however you guys say it, is still a good avocado. There's a reason why that freaking avocado has been in the stores for as long as it has. You really can't go wrong with a Haas, honestly, just for the size and the flavor. Like, it's a freaking good avocado. I would still rank that, you know, one in the top 3 of the avocados I've tried. So you're not necessarily missing out if you haven't tried, you know, any varieties from a farm or anything like that. I would say as of yet, nothing is, you know, even the Bumpy and the Hall, I would say, you know, if you can just eat Hass, I don't think you're missing out on anything crazy. But they are a different flavor, a little unique. I really, really do like, I really do like the Hall. And you get more meat than the Bumpy, so I guess that's one perk. But all right, guys, you guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next one. Texas Roots and Fruits out.